Today, we are going to learn from the sacred book SATCHARITRA of Bhagavan Sri VENKAIAH SWAMY, a Parayana Grantha, the life and teachings of Bhagavan Sri VENKAIAH SWAMY. It helps enrich our lives by remembering Gurudeva every day. And the author of this divine book is MAKANI VENKATRAO garu, also known as Srivari Padarenuvu, whom Gurudeva lovingly called Venkatramaya. And this book was beautifully translated from Telugu into English by Dr. Ramakrishna garu, Veduru Narayan Rao garu, and Dr. Tolana Ashoka Chakravarti garu. With devotion and positive thoughts, let us begin today's spiritual journey. Hello everyone, welcome back to Bhagavan Sri VENKAIAH SWAMY YouTube channel, and also welcome back to our spiritual journey. Today, we are going to discuss about the topic called the symbolic form of Paramashiva and the meaning behind Rupa Sadhana. And we will explore a profound spiritual teaching from SATCHARITRA of Bhagavan Sri VENKAIAH SWAMY. At first glance, descriptions such as living in burial grounds, carrying a skull, smearing ash on the body, and holding powerful weapons may seem unusual. But each symbol carries a deep spiritual message about detachment, wisdom, courage, and divine consciousness. Let us understand the inner meaning behind these sacred descriptions. And the text describes Paramashiva through several divine attributes. First one is Samasanavasi, means the one who lives in burial grounds. The burial ground symbolizes the ultimate truth of life, that everything in the material world is temporary. Paramashiva resides there to teach us that wealth, status, beauty, and possessions are not permanent. By remembering this truth, we develop humility and spiritual awareness. The message is simple. What is born will perish, but the soul is eternal. Second one is Bhagavan, which means the divine Lord. The word Bhagavan refers to the supreme being who possesses all divine qualities. Paramashiva is not limited by form or place. He represents the universal consciousness that exists within every living being. This reminds us that God is not separate from us. Divine presence exists everywhere. Third one is Kacharo and Gochara. The text describes Shiva as one who roams through the sky and is visible only to the prophetic or spiritually awakened eye. This teaches that divine reality cannot always be perceived through ordinary senses. To experience higher truth, one must cultivate purity, devotion, meditation, and inner vision. Fourth one is Ardinaha, the seeker of alms. Why would the Lord seek alms? Spiritually, this symbolizes humility. Despite being the Lord of the universe, Shiva demonstrates freedoms from ego and attachment. This lesson is that true greatness comes from simplicity, not from pride. And the fifth one is Abhivadyo, worthy of reverence. Shiva is respected because he embodies compassion, wisdom, and selflessness. Respect is not gained through power, but through noble qualities and righteous actions. Sixth one is Mahakarma and Tapasvi. The text calls Shiva the performer of great deeds and a great ascetic. A Tapasvi is one who practices discipline and self-control. This reminds us that Spiritual growth requires dedication, patience, and perseverance. Every achievement, whether spiritual or worldly, comes through disciplined effort. Seventh one is Bhuta Bhavanaha, which means living in all creatures. One of the most beautiful description is that Shiva lives in all beings. This means every creature carries divine presence within. When we understand this, compassion naturally arises. We begin treating others with kindness, respect, and love. Symbolism of Shiva's objects are, and it also describes Shiva carrying several objects such as Kamandala means water pot. The Kamandala represents purity, simplicity, and spiritual discipline. Second one is bow and arrows. These symbolize focus, determination, and the ability to overcome obstacles. Third one is skull, which means Kapala. The skull reminds us of the impermanence of the physical body and the importance of spiritual realization. Next one is sword and axe. These weapons symbolize cutting away ignorance, ego, negative thoughts, and harmful tendencies. They are not merely physical weapons, but symbols of inner transformation. And the next one is Vajrayudha. This represents divine power, courage, and strength to destroy evil qualities within ourselves. So, the description in Rupa Sadhana are far more than physical appearances. Every symbol associated with Paramashiva carries a spiritual lesson. The burial ground teaches detachment, the ash teaches impermanence, the skull teaches self-awareness, the weapons teach the destruction of ignorance. Living in all beings teaches universal compassion. Ultimately, Paramashiva reminds us to rise above ego, cultivate wisdom, and recognize the divine presence within ourselves and all creation. If you found this explanation meaningful, please like the video, share it with fellow spiritual seekers, and subscribe to the channel for more teachings from sacred texts and spiritual traditions. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Until then, keep chanting the divine name Om Narayana Adi Narayana VENKAIAH SWAMY Sharanam. That's it for today. Thank you.